Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I am so excited to try this. I've been anticipating this product for so long. So, in case you guys don't know what this is or haven't seen the title or whatever the case may be, I am going to be trying out the August+Monroe, their Blemish Concealer or their Blemish Camouflage Concealer. So before we actually get started with the video, I highly suggest you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you're notified when I do upload a new video, and give this a thumbs up if you do like this product and if you ever tried this before. If you haven't, just hear me out and then hit the like button. That'd be great. And don't forget to follow me on my social media handles, and let's get started with the video. Okay guys, so it's been quite some time since I actually got excited for a product, and I don't know why I'm just so excited for this. So this is a Blemish Camouflage Concealer. This is by August+Monroe and this retails for $38 US. Now, when I was browsing around Instagram, I saw this and I figured this is quite interesting. So basically what this product reminds me of is like those color changing foundations that when you blend it in, it's supposed to match to your skin tone. I thought it was all phooey because, you know, you hear that all the time but it never really matches your skin tone and so forth. But what makes this product different than the rest is that it's not a foundation, it's a concealer, but it also fights any blemishes that you may have. So you can use this at night, during the day. So I finally got the product and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like about time. So this is how my packaging came in. This is not as fault of the brand itself, it just got damage in transit, so just so you guys know. But this is what it looks like, and basically you put it over a blemish and in circular motions you keep going until you find your perfect match. Or if you don't want to use it during the day, you could use this at night as a spot treatment and just dab it on and just leave it as it is. So what this is supposed to do is that it is the first color bursting blemish camouflage. It's a 3-in-1 solution that helps you mask the appearance of blemishes while simultaneously improving imperfections. So this could be used as a primer, concealer, or a night corrector. It has a lot of good ingredients such as aloe, arnica, bakuchiol, squalene, and vitamin C. So as a primer, you could use this just before the makeup application and spread evenly over your blemishes. Use it as a concealer, of course, to rub it in on the backside of the silicone tip or clean fingers. So it has a lot of good active ingredients in there, and again, I'm really excited with this. So there are some tips and tricks before using the product. So they say that you should shake well before use, twist from the bottom, of course, and then use clean fingers. And of course, you should moisturize before application and then blend it in a circular motion. That is the trick to all this. And when you are storing the pen, you have to put the pen upside down, so the tip has to be facing down. So here is the component. This is what it looks like, and you do get 3.6 milliliters or 0.12 fluid ounces for $38 US. I do think it is quite a bit of money, but I don't really get that much blemishes anyway, so I think I could stretch this out for a very long time. It is a very silicone tip and it's supposed to be very sanitary. Alright, so before I go take off my makeup off and try this on and everything on my face, one tip that they also had is that the more you use, the deeper the tone will be, and the less you use, the lighter it would be. But also depends on obviously your skin tone and the pressure they use as well, right? So anyways, I'm gonna take off my makeup right now. I do have a bit of a blemish. Where is my mirror? So I do have like a few blemishes down here actually. It's not as bad as before because I was taking care of it. However, I do want to still address it though, that I do have a bit of a little Betty right here. So we're gonna tend to her and see how it works. I did have one on the side as well, but it went away. Usually I would like to say fortunately, but in this case, because I was so excited to try this, unfortunately it went away before the product even got to me. So we shall see if there's anything else, but I do remember this one on my chin. So anyways, enough rambling. I'm gonna take off my makeup, do whatever I need to do, come right back and then show you guys. And also probably do another demo for tomorrow morning and see how it wears underneath the makeup. So this right now is nighttime, so yes, I will be right back. Okay, we are back. As you can guys see, I don't have makeup on my face, my little clippies up in my head, and I have no makeup on my face. So here's the product again, and I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I think this is good enough. I don't want to dispense too much product because there's some up here already on the tip. So as I said, I do have a pimple down here a little bit. It's healing, but you know, it needs to go away. So I think people do say a little bit does go a long way. So I don't have much pimples up here, but I also read that it also fades acne scars because of the vitamin C. So I'm going to place a little bit right there, or a lot, or whatever, and probably up there as well. I see some bumps on my head. I should get that looked after. So I'm going to circular motions, and you do it up until you reach your shade basically. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it disappeared. I mean, I could leave it as a night corrector, but it's still going to heal the blemishes anyways. And I also want to try out the blending action on here. I mean, you guys can see that, right? So it's actually a little bit lighter than my skin tone right now. As I said before, it does say if you use a little bit, then it's usually a lot lighter, and then if you use more, it'll be darker. So we're gonna see on my forehead too, because I have some bumps around there, so maybe this could help. And you really need to moisturize for this, just so you guys know. So actually it blended quite well. It doesn't seem to match my chin too much, but the thing is that, like, you're gonna put makeup on top of it anyways, like foundation, so it'll cover up just fine. And again, it's concealer, and it's not gonna match you all the time, right? But initially speaking, I don't mind it. It can be drying, I guess. What I wanted to say is that, like, when you're blending it out and everything, again, to really moisturize your face, especially when you like do it in a circular motion all the time. And as for my chin, it does look a little bit dry on there, but it could be because I didn't moisturize my chin too well. But it doesn't look dry. You know the look when you put on makeup and it looks like absolutely like dry, like a Sahara desert? It doesn't really look like it. I thought there would be a lot more drying, but it isn't, so thank goodness. So far, so good. But of course, we shall see how the results are tomorrow and how it performs underneath makeup with like the primer and all that stuff, right? So we're gonna do day 2 tomorrow, obviously. So I'll see you guys then. Good morning, everyone. This is now the following day, and as you can see, I have some eyeliner on, and just so you guys know, I moisturized, primed my face. So I'm actually gonna do my foundation and everything. However, because we are trying out the concealer, because it's supposed to prime, conceal, and fight the blemishes, we're gonna be doing the concealer first. Because I normally do foundation first and then add concealer and whatnot. But again, because it's supposed to prime, conceal, and all that, we're going to do this first and see how the foundation reacts on top of it. And I guess kind of do like a wear test to see how it is throughout the day and all that good stuff. So I'm going to give this a good shake, of course. I won't be using much because forehead's looking pretty good. I mean, there's a few bumps there, but like it's not like an actual blemish. And then of course the ones around my chin. So let's do a dab right there. Dab my chin, and a couple right there, and there is a couple at the top right here. All right, so I took you guys in a little bit closer just so you can have a better look at the action, because I was like, I didn't do that last night, did I? All right, so as you guys can see, it is definitely changing color. And again, the idea is you keep blending and in circular motions until you find the shade that best matches you. And of course, blend out on the side so it could blend out seamlessly. And there you go. It's quite amazing actually. Like I've never seen anything like this. Like actually like changing to your like shade color and everything, because there are bursting was it algae beads. It's supposed to release the shades that you desire. And also I feel like not only does it like conceal and everything like that, I feel like kind of gives like a bit of luminosity, or I don't want to say luminosity, but like I don't know, it's like a nice even skin tone. I mean, I could just conceal whatever I need to conceal and walk out the door. I mean, do a little bit concealer and everything there, but like in terms of like blemishes, I mean, guys, it looks pretty darn nice, right? It looks pretty good. So I'm just going to add my foundation and we're going to see how it reacts with it. So the foundation I'm using today is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. And in the past, I said that like I am not a fan of like luminosity or like radiant foundations. I lean more towards matte, which I still do, but I don't know, lately I kind of like the more glowy, natural look. Like I'm wearing like deep brown eyeliner right now. Who am I, right? But you know, as you get older, things change, your tastes change and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I still like my matte foundations, but then again, I'm just leaning more towards like glowy ones. Like, but the thing is like, I have to pick the ones that will suit my skin, right? I can't just pick any like radiant or natural foundation. And also with the type of primers I have to use, to cater to what I want. So yes, I want like a glowy like foundation, but I still have an oily T-zone, somewhat oily T-zone. So I got to address certain areas accordingly to achieve certain glow, being matte and so forth. If you guys want to see my updated skincare, not skincare, my updated like makeup routine and like what I do to achieve like a nicer glow, but while still being matte, let me know. Leave a comment or give this a thumbs up and I will give you guys just that. I know I'm holding up a mirror while looking at the mirror in front of me. So the foundation is not conflicting with the concealer by first glance, but give me 1 second here. It still looks good. Like there's no confliction between the concealer and the foundation, which is great. I mean, I could always avoid the concealer, but the thing is obviously how I do my foundation and my face and everything. I brighten up this area and blah, blah, blah. So if I have a blemish right here, I would have to go over anyways. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to finish up the rest of my face. And yeah, so I'm just going to finish up and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, guys, it is now about 6 o'clock. It's been a very, very long day. And I was about to take off my makeup, like I took off my lashes. I'm like, wait, I was supposed to do a check-in today, which I didn't get to do because I've been running around all day. And I was about to take off my makeup again because I didn't really think anything of it. I'm like, wait, hold on, I'm supposed to like tell you guys about the product. A lot has gone on today. I had some news and a lot of moving parts. Anyways, I'm home now. Thank God I didn't take off the makeup yet because we're going to take a closer look on what's going on here. So I applied the concealer on my forehead and right here and on my chin, okay? So my forehead, after applying the foundation, it's still looking pretty good. Looks pretty darn flawless. Like there was nothing buckling or anything. It's not lifting. We didn't lift the foundation. It still hasn't done that. It still looks pretty darn flawless. And by the way, I must say my skin's looking pretty darn glowy right now. If you guys can't tell, it's like So the little blemish scar that I have, it covered it quite well on its own, even with the foundation on top of it and contouring and all that. Like it hasn't done anything weird. Even like the dry patch and everything, it didn't cling onto it like it did at first, and then throughout the day it kind of melted in a sense. So not bad there. I mean, I could use a little bit more coverage. I think maybe if I used a bit more, it could cover it like better in combination with the foundation and everything else. My chin, I do have to say that it does look a little dry. I don't want to say dry. It looks a little cakey around the chin area. I don't know, it's because I maybe used a little bit too much because the dots I put around, and when you do in circular motion, it spread quite a bit, right? So I'm thinking that I probably put too much product and then it just looked cakey in the end. I can see the bumps around here. It does, again, look a little bit cakey. However, the foundation on top of it still looks fine. But again, it just it does look a little cakey. But that could just be my fault for just putting a little bit too much of the product, because on my forehead it looks fantastic, right? I just put a couple dots and then of course blended in and looked just fine. On my chin, I put one here, here, here. So I think I put a little bit too much and tried to concentrate and cover up the same kind of general area a little bit too much, and thus looking a little cakey. But overall, I like this concealer so far because, again, it does a priming, it does concealing, and it acts like a spot corrector, right? So overall, like, it looks amazing, and I could go out the house just with that concealer. Like, it just blended in, and then of course have it match to your skin, and then just out the door I go. Of course, put a little bit here and there, put some blush or whatever, just to make it a little bit more pretty, but I could still walk out of the house with it, right? Like, it looks so good. I mean, guys, like, you saw when I apply at nighttime, you saw when I apply during the day. It looks really good. So I approve of this product, and if you guys can, I would definitely give this a go and try it out. And also, they have like natural ingredients in there as well, so it's great. It's really good. So anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. I don't know why I was having trouble saying that, but that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys like give this part a go, because it is pretty darn good. So anyways, that is it, and before you guys leave, make sure you check out these other 2 videos right here if you haven't done so already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.